Hello, YouTube. How's everyone doing? Start off with if you're a father, stepfather, adopted, whatever, father kind of thing, or you're a mom who does both roles. Happy Father's Day to you guys. I hope your day was wonderful. Anyways, start off with I do apologize for no video yesterday. It's free fishing this weekend. Hubby and I went to the camper. I did a little bit on my socks. A couple rows, but not many. And went fishing. Had no luck fishing, unfortunately. Then hubby decided that let's just crash at the camper because it was only like 6 minutes down the road. And yeah, we didn't come home till today. But before we went out, I had to make a pit stop to Michael's. I placed an order for some more yarn for my socks because I like using the 40% coupon. And I know we're going to be out, have it so it's going to be ready for pickup that day. So I got some more of this green yarn. And you're saying, Tammy, that's the same green yarn you showed us last time. Nope, I think this one was. So yeah, I got some more yarn. So they're 250-gram balls. I did see a video on like a spiral sock, so there's no heel involved. I'm thinking about making these into that. Although I want to see if there's a way I can figure out how to start. I'm almost wondering. Okay, yeah, I think they're the same colors. Look at them thinking for a moment there. I think they might be a little different. No, they're the same. It's the spiral socks I've seen online, how to make them. It starts cuffed down. And yes, I know there's no heel, but I don't want to be playing yarn chicken when I do the buying, like the decreasing for the toe, because you kind of decrease it like you would a hat. So I would like to find a way that I can cast them on the stitches and do increases instead of decreasing, and do it that way, and then do the spiral part for the leg, like the foot and the leg. And there's no cuff then because the whatever cuff stitch count you go by, like how many knits compared to purls, you do it all the way down the socks. So I'm thinking of making these spiral socks. Haven't decided yet. And I'm going to put them down before I start getting the fluff on my face because I pre-recorded this video already once. And because I sat here and fiddled with it, I had fluff on me. Anyhow, I also got a new bed pillow from Walmart to use the stuffing out of it for my amigurumis. And then the casing for the pillow, I always hold on to it. Makes great pillow or a bag liner, especially if they're a bigger bag. But we're not here about what did I buy. Wasn't much, but it was something. We are here for the update on my head-to-toe winter knits project. Now, start off with, I do a poll. I ask you guys to please go vote. There is a current poll up for the next available 3 projects in this book. So if you want to go over to my post or my community tab, it's in both of them actually, which I was kind of surprised to see. All you gotta do is click on my name below this video, and then when you're over there, you'll see my profile picture, my YouTube channel name, and then underneath it will say home. I know it says home videos, and then the other goes lives, playlist, shorts, or I'm not 100% sure what those last 3 order is, but I do know the last one to the far right, it will say post. Click on it, it will take you to a different page on my channel, and there's only a few things in my channel on my post, so it wouldn't take long to find it. Please go over and put a vote. I would really appreciate it. It's more just entertainment for me to see which item gets picked to make next. I have no idea right now which one is winning. Once I go live and show you guys the video, show you the next 3 items in the book, I then don't go back and check until, it's time to announce the winner. So the current project I'm working on is called a graphic snood, which is another name for an infinity scarf. And here's the example in the book. Now the example calls for 6 colors. Had you been a part of my channel for any length of time, I attempted to do it with 6 colors. I went with all pastel colors. I had a white, a yellow, a pink, a lavender, a blue, and a green. Well, one of the rows, like graph sections in the pattern, my green was on that row, and that's the only time in the multiple different sets of the graph that green was shown throughout the pattern. And the color that ended up being on top and below were blue. You really could not, when I showed it to you guys on the camera, I could not really tell the difference between the blue and the green. Then there was one set of the graph where you used 3 colors across instead of just the 2. So that was and that was the only section of the whole graph. And then there was also another section of the graph where it was only a 2-row repeat. Like you did a row of knit and a row of purl, and that was it. Where all the other ones are either 4 or 6 rows in height. And all those ends. Oh my, I thought I was gonna have a nervous breakdown. Like this scarf is to be 58 inches long, roughly. And I thought, oh my, like I don't know how many repeats. I think by the time I get roughly that length, I'm going to be at 8 or 9 repeats. And to sew in all those ends, I wasn't doing it. The back looked like a total mess. Like, believe me, if I could have, I think the only way I would have resolved it, which would have made it too heavy, would be to knot all the ends I could together somehow, and then made a second panel just straight one color, and then stitched it all together and hid the ends. But I'm using Bernat Super Value and Bernat Premium yarn. So they're a 4-weight yarn. It's heavy. I thought, and to do 2 layers of that? No, thank you. I pass. Like, I've been at this long enough just doing 2 colors that I'm carrying throughout the project. So how is mine looking? Well, it's looking pretty good. I have a few more sets of this graph pattern to do, and I will be then on my last one. The dolphin pin or stitch marker is where the new graph starts, so that I can just look for it instead of having to count all the squares all the way up. The brown pin, which is like a wooden bead type idea, is where I was last time you guys saw it. And let me just try and it is curling pretty bad on itself. That would be another reason it'd be kind of good to do a back panel and sew it together, but I'm not going to. So here you guys go. Here's the pin for the graph that I'm currently on. So the purple up is the new graph. And then right here is where I was last time. So I've got a fair bit done since you guys saw it last. I've actually done a lot on it since you guys saw it last. So it's definitely coming along. I like it. It's going to go in donations though because it's way too warm for me, and I have a scarf that I made back in 2014, 2015, maybe 2016, but I don't think it was that long ago, or I think it was longer, that is like super long and on the width side pretty wide, but it's a lighter material. You wrap that around your neck a couple times, you're warm. I don't need one this thick. So that is my update on my winter scarf that I'm like the head to toe scarf I'm working on. If you guys are new to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I am mainly a yarn channel. I crochet and I knit. I also will share other things with you. Like this is the first year I've been growing a vegetable garden on my balcony here in the city. I'm actually impressed with how some of the stuff is coming up. Couple things, we had a bit of a windstorm recently and they didn't fare well too good with it. I had to add more dirt to them to help kind of bury the roots a little more. I didn't have the seeds planted deep enough, I think was the problem. Lesson learned. Like I said, this is my first time doing a vegetable garden, so it is what it is. Who knows, I may occasionally while I'm at the camper sit there with the tablet and just do a short little video, 5-10 minutes or so, just the fire crackling away and stuff like that. We occasionally will actually go to Giant Tiger, and we can buy little packages that you throw in the fire once it's going, and the flames will turn like teals and purples and other funky colors. So who knows, maybe hubby and I will get some of those this year while on holidays, and I can show you a funky fire instead of, your typical yellowish, orangish, red color, and show you something really neat. Also, hubby and I do fish. That's why there was no sock video yesterday. We were fishing and then stayed at the camper. Didn't have any luck. But who knows, I may show you some of the fish we catch. We do just for the sport, so we catch and release. Um, Many people in my family have loved fishing throughout, the generations. And I picked up the fishing bug as well. Actually, myself and both my brothers fish. So, yeah, we're all three of us kids like to fish. So, yep, you never quite know what you're going to get with me. If you have any ideas of something you'd like to see on my channel, please considering, sending me a message down below or something like that. I will see it. I mainly record on my laptop, so I cannot at this time do tutorials. I don't have a device to look from overhead, and I record in my living room or wherever I may be with my tablet. And my tablet's only a one-way camera kind of thing. I don't have dual cameras on it. So anytime I use my tablet, I'm looking at the screen, but the camera's looking as if it's looking through me out in the world kind of thing. So yeah, I could possibly, if I got a stand for my tablet, do recordings if I want to do tutorials, but I have nowhere at this time to set up. Hoping that next place I move into will have a area where I can, actually do a desk and set it up with actual lights and stuff. Like right now I'm just using my living room lamp. So I can't do tutorials, but if there's something you would like to see or, for me to explain better, please let me know and I will try and do my best. Anyways, guys, have a great weekend. Tomorrow's Monday, so hopefully I'll do a little bit more on my blanket and get the second color involved and remove the other blue and put in the darker blue so you guys can see. I'm almost there. Haven't touched it since I showed it to you guys last time, but we'll see between now and tomorrow what I get done on it. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.